out, Mayor. You sold us out.
Again, for reference, I know this is really confusing. Question on, here it is. It's my understanding that other Westchester municipalities have elected school boards. It seems to me that in the argument's efforts to improve the school system, we should take a good look at whether our appointed board is answering to the administration's power at any given point, or the tax-paying parents is truly accountable to. Frankly, I don't think it's sufficiently open to parents. Why can't Yonkers also have an elected school board like every other place in the county?
And if that's what the people of Yonkers want, that's exactly what we should have. I put that proposal forward as a dialogue. Let's start the conversation. You know, clearly the answer is we need to have more diversity on the Board of Trustees. Our trustees need to reflect our student population. The people who run the school system need to be accountable to the people who use the school system. That's not happening now. The mayor came into office 4 years ago, and talked about school governance. His plan was the Department of Education. We had 2 meetings, then he abandoned that plan, which may or may not have been a good plan, but we should have continued to have some debates about it. And then he just ignored it. He just ignored the entire school system, didn't do anything about school governance other than put his people onto the school board. That's not the solution. The solution, again, we've been talking about this for at least the 12 years that he's been in charge. Longer than that, when are we going to actually do something about it? I say put it out to a referendum. If the people want an elected school board, let's have an elected school board. If they want some sort of hybrid, let's have some sort of hybrid. If they want a Department of Education, let's have a Department of Education. You own it. You own the government. You own the school system. You should have a voice there. Right now, you don't have a voice.
There's a little cleanup work. Chicken Island parking lot, government garage, and 87 left hand parkland. That's what's being traded. So that valuable parkland there is being traded for real parkland and parkland that will preserve views along the Hudson forever. And I'm very proud of doing those 15 acres. As far as a school board, you can have an elected school board, but just remember one thing: when you have an elected school board, they have the same exact full taxing power as does the board of the city council. So you have double the amount of taxes that can be raised, and that's why you see on a regular basis school budgets turned down all over the county, because people don't want to pay the extra taxes, and then they go into an austerity budget when it fails a second time. You can have it. State legislature's got to adopt it. You can have it, but that's what you've got to be careful about. You've got to be careful what you ask for. If you don't want to pay higher taxes, then you probably don't want an elected school board, because then the politics is really in education. You want the proposal that it was not just an idea that was thrown out there. He actually proposed, and he proposed it at a press conference, that we have every council member appoint a member to the Board of Trustees. That the council president and the mayor maybe gets 2. Think about that. That's not politics. You think that's going to take the politics out and put accountability in? Accountability to who? It's the same accountability that happens in a legislature when they pass laws and the people don't like them, they owe you this. You can't blame me. I was only one of 150 or 250 votes. You know what? You want accountability? Keep it where it is. I would like to have had a Department of Education, but I saw that there was no support for it on the council. There was no support up in Albany, because I was up there and I talked to local legislatures. And I talked to them, and I knew we couldn't get it. So the alternative was take what we've got, a system that has not been working well, and make it work. And with the new appointees that we have there, it is working. And with the new superintendent, it is working. And now, I am very happy to accept accountability for the trustees that I put on there, who are doing an excellent job of making this a better education, and in the future will make it an even better education system. That's what I think is accountable, and that's frankly something that I think is and is going to continue to work. Do I think that education department could work? Yeah, I do. Absolutely. But why fight something that's not going to happen and then let the existing system continue to dysfunction? Better that we fix that system, and if we ever need a Department of Education in the future, we'll know it. It'll be because the system no longer works again. But I think that these trustees and the superintendent, it is going to work.
What can be done to expedite permits for private homeowners improvement projects as compared to the priority given to big real estate developers, with many private homeowners waiting 5 to 9 years to get permits?
Actually, we have a serious problem with our building department. It's not their ability, it's the lack of people. And the lack of people, by that I mean we don't have enough people to do the reviews for We have the greatest volume of building permit applications in the history of the city of Yonkers, which is good. That means people are building onto their homes, people are building new homes, we got projects coming in. Remember, permits include everything from the small renovation to your house to putting in a new store in an existing building to building a new building. So that's good news that we have such a volume of work coming in. On the other hand, we have not got enough people to do all the reviews. They can do them, but it takes a long time. And they really don't put the priority way back. Everybody is waiting. Everybody, even the major developers, are waiting to get their stuff reviewed. We actually have put in, for each, the Ridge Hill and the SSC project, a requirement that they put in escrow an account that will allow us to hire more people, more inspectors, more plan review engineers, more people to review those projects, so we don't take away from all the homeowners who are here already, you know, the store owners who are here already. There's one problem. There's so much development going on in this country. We can't get engineers in here. There aren't enough engineers to be paid much higher salaries on the outside. So we do get engineers in, we train them, and within 6 months they're going to a private developer or a private engineering firm because there's so much work out there. So we're continually going to places like Manhattan College and bringing in young engineers to do the exact same kind of work. So we have a good problem, but it's a problem that's slowing things down. I was a building commissioner and deputy building commissioner in my place for 15 years. I know what it's like when the volume of work is so high that you can't get it done as fast as you want to and need to. That's what we're seeing now. We're doing extensive recruiting now to bring in more engineers and more inspectors so that we can cut way down on that. And in fact, the commissioner initiated a program where all the same projects things were immediately reviewed and then permits issued. That gentleman just got another job about a month ago. He's an excellent engineer, got another job, and he's now got a place. The solution is getting more people. It's easy, it's harder than it sounds only because there's so much construction going on in the country that engineers are in great demand. I wish they were in great demand when I first got out of college. It's cyclical. But that's what's happening. And yes, there is a way to do it, but that's what